The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and Nemophila just dropped a brand new live video for their song Enigma, which I haven't heard the studio version for, so I am going to check out the studio version and the live version and do a classic compare and contrast, of course. And I don't really have much more to say other than I'm excited to check it out. Let's get started. All right, here we go. Nemophila, Enigma. Let's listen. Ooh. Heavy right from the get-go. Oh, man. Oh. So much going on already. And it's got a groove, too. Given how it started, I wasn't expecting Mayu to go clean. Ooh. Ooh, that harmony. Gosh. Just love how brutal the guitar is. And the production, oh my god. Jeez. They're full of surprises on this track. That percussive vocal too. All right, where are we going? Something super heavy, I imagine. The way the sound travels too. Not where I was expecting that to go. The song truly is an enigma. There it is. I love their use of chromaticism in this song too. God. I love this riff. Oh. All right, time for the version that prompted this in the first place. The official live video, which from the first image looks like this must be before Saki left, unless they got an interim guitarist for this performance. I'll have to check that out later. Anyway, here we go. I like their outfits in this. Got a bouncy part. Who's doing the harmonizing? Is it Tamu Murata? This song is awesome. I like how the crowd's into it too. They're not doing a lot of crowd shots in this, but that's alright. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Oh, that guitar sounds a bit different. Very flangey, delayed. It'd be so fun to be in the crowd for this song. Didn't hear as much screaming. They're having fun. All right, so did my second time review through both versions and tried to figure out exactly what the differences were and whatnot. And for the most part, the two versions of the song are very, very similar. There's not a lot of difference between the two, except for, you know, a few different production choices, things that you can't really get away with live that you can in the studio version. So the main things that I'm thinking of there are like the layered vocals, for example. In the chorus, Mayu, and I want to say Tamu Murata, because I didn't see the other three singing, do the harmonies, but then there's also layered screams in there in the studio version that just aren't in there in the live version. Though I think there might have, in the final chorus, been like a little bit of a very lightly inserted scream in the background or something. But maybe I'm just hearing things. The main thing that was differentiating the live version and the studio version is, you know, some of those production cuts. They're more pronounced in the studio version because they just have straight up cuts in the audio file where there's no sound, which is impossible to do live, so it's understandable that there's a difference there. But then the other things that I was noticing too, they really put the limiter to work in the studio version. Like, it just seems like they maxed out the amount of audio space. They're like, there is no room for anything. All frequencies will be completely maxed out. You know, it just felt like that. It's like, you know, the limiter was trying to keep everything down, keep things from clipping, and I almost feel like they maybe let some things clip as an artistic choice because it was such a full, fleshed out song. I might be wrong about my comments there, but that's just how it came across to me anyway. Some of the things I was noticing too throughout the song was the left and the right guitar had a like a call and response at times, or it was like a bound, you know, sort of thing going on with the guitar, and then for the bound, 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 they'd come together for a unison just to kind of drive the point home. And given how heavy this song was, especially in the intro, I am surprised that there weren't more growls from Mayu. Basically, all the screaming was kind of layered in the back. even during the bridge where there was a bit more prominence for some screaming vocals, like it was still just part of a layer rather than her just going all out and all out screaming, you know? So I thought that was kind of interesting. In the live version too, I noticed Mayu kind of has a little bit of a lighter tone about her. I don't know, at least in my perception anyway. In the studio, she sounds like she's got more fullness in her resonance, whereas in the live version, she lightens up a little bit. Maybe that's a vocal budgeting, not entirely sure. Maybe again, it's the production that makes her sound more full and resonant in the studio version. Again, I'm taking stabs here in the dark without really knowing the process behind like how they produced each of these versions. One of the things I liked about the song was that the song was groovy. Like as heavy as it was groovy. Tamu Murata's drumming is just awesome. It makes me want to dance, but also like bang my head around. It's such a cool combination of things. And the chromaticism that they use in there too, like the zeros and ones, the 6, 7, you know, just like the chromatic rising in the chord progression, as well as even Mayu's subtle dips, like minor intervals in singing the chorus, and it's really, really cool. It's a very unique song. One last thing that I noticed about this too was, you know, obviously in the live version, you've got crowd engagement that you don't have in the studio version. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But, you know, they relied on the crowd for the hey. Also, one of the things I noticed too in the live version is, I'm going to butcher her name, I'm so sorry, Haraguchi-san, the bassist. I'm so sorry if I messed that up. She looked like she was having the most fun, especially like in the final chorus, like just the joy and the expression of joy that she had on her face. Like her and Tamu Murata seem to be having the most fun. The other three are, you know, definitely much more serious. They're really into it for sure, but they've kind of got a little bit more of a seriousness to them, whereas the bassist is just kind of like, I'm having a blast. I always love saying that. So those are my thoughts on the song. Again, not a lot of differences between the two, obviously, just you know, some production differences, which is to be expected. But anyway, if you have some other things to add, feel free to drop them in the comments so that, you know, I can learn some more about the song. If you like the video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. And if you have suggestions for other Nemophila songs or other bands you want me to check out, or for whatever reason you want to see a guitar cover or vocal cover from me, or any other shorts idea or anything like that, music related, please drop it in a comment. I'll give you a shout out whenever I do any of those videos. And I want to thank Jonas S for supporting me on Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's it for this video. Thanks again for checking this out. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you, and rock on.